Hello folks, it's Gordon here. I hope all is well with you. And this video I've called Echo or Voice. And it's looking at one of my quote images. I posted it on my feed today. I'll post it again under this video when I finish the video. And it's a photo that I took on this day, October 25th, back in 2015 on a woodland stroll. And I just noticed that scene of one tree in the foreground compared to all the trees looking together in the background. And I put these words over the top. It's up to you. It's always a choice. Are you an echo or are you a voice? Went for a bit of poetry on that one. It's up to you. It's always a choice. Are you an echo or are you a voice? Now, nothing wrong with being an echo, by the way. Nothing wrong with being an echo at all. Following the crowd, being one of a group, echoing what everyone else is doing. Nothing wrong with that. Basic human survival. Humans are wired to act in crowds and to be in crowds and to connect with other people. So there's nothing wrong with being an echo. Huge benefits in being in groups. Groups of people who are of a different mind, groups of people who are like-minded. Massive benefit. Having said that, what made me first come across this point really was a couple of things. Sometimes people will voice an opinion and I will say, what makes you say that? And they will say, oh, just because. Or they'll say, oh, I don't know. Or they'll say, oh, I read it in the paper. Or they said, oh, so-and-so says so. So out of all of those reasons, none of them is that they've formed their own opinion. All of those reasons, they're being echoes, aren't they? Being echoes of other people. So I like people, if people are going to give me an opinion, I like people to be able to back it up with their own thought process. They still might be echoing the views of other people, but they've got a reason for echoing other people. They've got a reason for their voice being the same as others. Your voice doesn't have to be different from everyone else all the time. That would be ridiculous. As I say, sometimes it's good to be an echo, a crowd. Nothing wrong with that at all. When it comes to careers, a lot of people will follow the same career path as their parents. And maybe their grandparents. Maybe a long line been in the family history of people doing the same job. So then if you say to them, well, why did you end up doing that as a job? Oh, my parents did and my grandparents did. Oh, it's in the family. That's being an echo, isn't it? Again, nothing wrong with that. But however far you go back, if this is the case, however far you go back through the generations of people who went in the same industry or doing the same job, at some point you will find someone who was the first, who did something different to what their parents did. There will always be someone who was the first, so there'll always be someone who was the voice. There's nothing wrong with being an echo, but change in the world comes from voices. So when it comes to health, wealth, career, relationships or lifestyle, any of the 5 key areas of life, your relationship status, the job you do, the hobbies you do, the health activities you do, the way you eat, the way you go to the gym, the way you dress, the way you talk. Are you an echo or are you a voice? It's a really powerful point, because if you ask the question, you think, well, yeah, okay, I'm doing or saying the same as other people, but I don't mind that because here's why I do or say it. I want to. That's great. Nothing wrong with that. But you could say, yeah, I'm doing or saying or thinking this because other people are. So I'm living to other people's agendas. I'm not living to my agenda. And in that case, I would say, well, what does your voice have to say? What does your voice have to say? Huge point, I think. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the quote image, the photo that I took on this day back in 2015, and the words I put over the top. It's up to you, and it's always a choice. Are you an echo or are you a voice? Okay, love to hear what you think. Leave a comment below wherever you happen to be seeing this video. Signing off for now, and wishing you as ever health and happiness. I'll speak to you again soon.